Relationships are complex and intricate. Everything you do affects the other person, and sometimes it's the mistakes we don't realize we're making that cause our relationship to end. Today, we're going to take a look at some common behaviors that might be causing issues in your relationship and how you can deal with them. Also, make sure to watch until number 5 as you will find it very interesting. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1, getting defensive. Everybody makes mistakes. It's what makes us human. Our flaws and imperfections are part of us, and denying their existence means denying and invalidating the struggles we have made to overcome them. These flaws might sometimes make you insecure. It's part of human nature. We don't want to accept our flaws and mistakes. However, in a relationship, if you're making a mistake and it's bothering your partner, they deserve a chance to discuss that with you. Getting defensive is only going to worsen the issue, and without talking and good communication, nothing can be solved. If you tend to get defensive every time your partner brings up a mistake you made, then remember that your partner wants to be with you and wants the best for you. You love them and want the best for them, right? Well, that is only possible if you accept that you too can make mistakes and learn to better yourself instead of getting defensive. Look at stuff from their perspective. How would you feel if they did to you what you're doing to them? Be open with your partner and try to honestly communicate what you're feeling. Number 2, ignoring difficult questions. Confrontation scares people. You probably avoid difficult questions you don't want to answer. Well, guess what? So does everyone else. Nobody is a fan of difficult questions. They make you uncomfortable and nervous, so you avoid them. Now, avoiding questions is one thing, and ignoring your partner's queries about things they're worried about is another. A lot of people stonewall themselves in a relationship and ignore their partner's questions about topics that make them feel weird. This is okay if you just need some time to think and just aren't ready. But if you're doing this because you just don't want to face the situation, it's wrong. Your partner deserves honesty, and you need to give it to them. Only relationships that are built on genuine trust and sincere honesty can survive. Difficult questions make people uncomfortable, but they are also how you get to peek inside your partner's heart and learn what they want. Difficult questions strengthen relationships. If you avoid and ignore them for extended periods of time, it'll make your partner doubt you and make them feel insecure about your feelings. Don't do that. Try to be honest with your partner, and if some question makes you uncomfortable, ask yourself, why do I feel that way? And communicate your fears with your partner. Number 3, not being honest. You need to be honest with your partner about every single thing if you want your relationship to survive. Honesty is the basis of trust, and that's what keeps the relationship alive. You need to try and stay true to your words. You can't say, I love you, and then make your partner feel unloved. You can't tell your partner that you want to spend time with them and then criticize them continuously when they're around you. Your words should reflect your actions. Sometimes, honesty can get a little tricky in relationships because there are some things you can't really tell your partner. The trick is to question yourself. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What are my intentions? Do my actions negatively impact my partner in any way? Now, if the answer to all these questions is positive, you know you're good. But if you stumble and realize that your actions may not have the best interests of your partner in mind, then that's when you need to step back and stop. If we say we really love someone, there should be actions we take that, to an outside observer, would be viewed as loving. However, if you're just saying you love them and your actions don't really line up with your promises, then that's wrong and it makes you a liar. Lying decreases your credibility in your partner's eyes and makes you look untrustworthy. By the way, if you're finding this video valuable so far, then make sure to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And why not subscribe so you can keep learning more? It's free. Number 4, overstepping boundaries. In a bond that's as intimate as a relationship, it's easy to get lost between what's right and what's wrong. You become so connected to the other person that you feel like what you decide is acceptable for both of you, and before you know it, you're overstepping your boundaries. Boundaries are important in a relationship, and they need to be respected. A person decides their own boundaries and draws their own lines. Nobody, no matter how close, is allowed to cross those boundaries. Always keep in mind that when you're making decisions that affect both of you, you need to ask the other person what they want. You can't just go on and make decisions that affect both of you without your partner's input. This is intrusive and controlling behavior, even though it might not feel like that at the time. By making their decisions for them, you are essentially imposing your desires on them and disregarding their opinion. You need to respect their wishes and boundaries. Always ask them what they want before you make a decision that's for the both of you, and respect their decisions even if it doesn't align with what you wanted. If they disagree with you, you shouldn't get frustrated or visibly sad. They are their own person with their own needs, wants, and thoughts. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean they need to feel or think that way too. Being in a relationship does not mean that one person can start making decisions for both of you. By appearing disturbed by their decision, you're unconsciously making them feel guilty over disagreeing with you. That's emotional manipulation and should be avoided at all costs. Give your partner the space, regard, and respect they deserve. This will actually draw them closer to you, instead of making them feel suffocated in a controlling relationship. Number 5. Lack of affection and attention. Human beings are social animals. They need care, love, and attention. This is why we get into relationships, so we can feel loved and needed. A lot of times, however, life can get too fast for us, and we get so caught up in it, we forget what our priorities are. Your priorities, once you're in a relationship, need to include your partner as well. And, just a tip, they should be pretty high up on your priority list. You can't just hit up your partner to talk to them when you feel like it, and then not give them any time, attention, or affection when they need it. Your partner is someone you're connected to on an emotional level. You're ignoring them for work or whatever reason is going to make them feel unloved and unwanted. They might also start to feel like you're just using them for your own emotional needs and not fulfilling theirs. Give your partner the love, time, and devotion they deserve. They aren't toys you can just play with and throw away whenever you're in the mood. They have feelings too, and you need to respect that. Imagine how you would feel if someone disregarded your feelings and only called you when they were in the mood to talk, and as soon as you started talking about your own issues, they just told you they were busy and left. You'd feel pretty horrible, right? Well, that's exactly the way your partner would be feeling if you ignore them. Like we mentioned before, relationships are built on trust, and if your partner can't even trust you to be there for them when they need you, then how is the relationship good for them? Affection, both physical and emotional, is also necessary to keep a relationship going. A small kiss, a quick surprise hug, or even a cute "I love you" message can make your partner's day a whole lot better. These gestures might look small, but they mean a lot. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.